What's up, YouTube? Sean Forney here, doing another video this week. Now that my knee's better, I can get out and about and do these things. It's been long overdue. I've had this Lunar Edition TRX now for, I think, just over 3 months. I haven't driven it all too much. It only has like 2,700 miles on it, something along those lines. But it is my absolute favorite color that they've built a TRX in to date. As you all know, if you watch my videos, this is my third TRX. Again, for all you fanboys out there, I'm a Raptor R lover, TRX lover. I don't care. I appreciate all things fast. So, again, I'm going to do a quick little overview video on a 2023 Ram TRX Lunar Edition, show you the window sticker, show you what couple options that you can get on these trucks, and a drive video with maybe 1 or 2 bloopers in it because I've already done that part. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you guys so much. So here she is, Ram 2023 TRX Lunar Edition. I apologize, it is not perfectly clean because my knee still makes it difficult to wash things. Actually, it's difficult to do pretty much everything, but before it gets too cold, I wanted to make sure I did a good video on this truck. And again, this truck in this color, think Sandblast Edition. Instead of tan, it's gray. And it is absolutely perfect. I don't know why you can call it primer, whatever. I love these lighter, mattish colors of these cars that all manufacturers do. I don't care. For some reason, I like it. You know, it's you know, whatever your preference is, but I really like it. This is my absolute favorite. It's very similar to the Launch Edition, I think. Maybe this is a little lighter, but this is my absolute favorite TRX color that has been produced. I really did like the Sandblast Edition, but to me, this tops it. Again, there's not a lot of options that you can get. You can get the ram bar, you can get the spare tire, you can get the running boards, the rock sliders. That's really the only thing that I like. Bed liner, which is included. So overall, I mean, I freaking love this color. I can't really talk too much about it. I got to get that stupid sticker that I don't understand. In any dealer, if you're dealing with a $100,000 vehicle, don't put your stupid stickers on them. For crying out loud, please save us owners the hassle of removing them. The Black Friends of Cold Plate always goes well with these things. You can see it almost kind of looks black depending on the light that hits it, which is why I like doing it in this spot as the sun is going down, because you get a true visual of the colors. So the Lunar Edition doesn't have a bunch of things that are different. Really, it's the color and some stitching on the inside. And it's kind of rare, I guess. They build 1,000 of them like they do with all their other special editions. You have this lovely blue stitching on the inside. The car has, I was a little off earlier, 2,550 miles. It is dirty again. I apologize for that. But this one does have the digital dash. Obviously, there is your badge on the center console. Fair warning for those of you who have not had one of these yet. In the summer, this gets very, very hot. So if you put your arm on it, you will burn yourself. Don't know why they did that, but I still like it anyway. So this does have the digital display. I do really, really like the digital display. I think Ram did a really, really good job at designing it. You can have various different things. Of course, I need to add some windshield washer fluid, but you had trip, all your performance stuff. You can pick anything that you want here. Have air, fuel, boost, engine power, torque. Keep on going through. Driver assistance, just a speedo with your old analog style gauges, diagnostic codes. That's your setup. That's your messages, of course, windshield washer fluid. Apple CarPlay info, trip, off-road, and then your navigation. That's the one I leave it on. I like it. Your center stack is still pretty much the same with your infotainment. No complaints there. Now let's walk around, take a look at the window sticker like I do in all of my other videos, so you can get an idea of what this bad boy costs. This is one of the most expensive TRXs that you can buy, because just like everything else in the world, everything is becoming more expensive. Okay, 2023 model year, Ram TRX Crew. You can see the base price starts at $84,355. Now here are your options. Customer preferred package 29Y, $9,200. Comes with all of this good stuff. You got your carbon fiber accents, all that good stuff. And then, let's see, TRX level 2. Package $10,995. Obviously, I forgot to mention, in this preferred package does include the Lunar Edition, so that gets you to $9,200. Comes with the beadlock capable wheels, blah 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 blah. Now, and I forgot, one other option that you can get in these is this reverse the trailer steering. That is an option. And then the off-road style running boards. Other than that, there's no options that you can get, with the exception of the ram bar and all that other good stuff. But there's not many options, 5 or 6, I'd say. But that brings you to a total price of $108,235. Of course, this should say SPG, miles per gallon, and it would say infinity symbol to infinity symbol here. But it's terrible. They should just write it's terrible fuel economy on this thing. But overall, anybody that's buying one of these should not be if you were buying a TRX for the fuel economy, well, you're probably buying the wrong truck. Buy yourself a Power Stroke or a Cummins or something like that, or an Eco Diesel, one of those other sensible trucks. I think if you're going to have a truck and you don't need to tow that much, well, buy a TRX. Again, it's one of my favorite colors ever. If you've watched my other videos, my towing video, I do tow a lot. You know, there's my trailer right there. I still got a bunch of wood on it I need to get unloaded. But I tow that trailer. It's a 20-foot trailer. I tow it all the time, and my TRXs have never let me down. So again, everybody, this is the TRX Lunar Edition. If anybody has any questions or would like to see anything additional, please comment below. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Now on to the driving section. So now time for the fun part, the driving video, the mandatory driving video, and the 2023 Lunar Edition TRX. So if you guys are familiar with my channel, or if you watch my other videos, if you don't, make sure you like and subscribe. But anyway, you'll know that I've had Raptors. This is my third TRX. I've had 2 Raptors. I've had the EcoBoost version of the Raptor, a 2018 in leadfoot gray, and then I had a Raptor R. So I got a lot of hate from everybody whenever I traded it in, but really, yes, if I can make some money on an investment like a car, I look at them all as investments, then by golly, I'm going to do it. And my Raptor R, I made roughly $30,000 in profit. So yes, I was that guy that took advantage of the market. Now it looks like the market has kind of plateaued for the most part on Raptor Rs. Now the same thing does not happen with the TRX. You don't make 30 grand on a TRX, maybe whenever they first came out, but not anymore. Those days are gone. But what you can do, if you can get a special edition Raptor, like a Lunar Edition, like a Sandblast, like a Launch Edition, they tend to hold their values a little bit better. So I'll probably unload this car before I wind up in the spot where I'm going to lose money on it. Getting them its stickers certainly helps matters. But my absolute favorite thing, as far as pros and cons over the Raptor R TRX, I guess a con would be full-time all-wheel drive, right? You got to drive the car. You can't do big smoky burnouts. but the car does chirp off all four wheels whenever you do launch control. Hopefully up here I'll find a spot, and then I will signify the single most favorite important reason that people buy a TRX. Now, as far as quality control and all that stuff, in my 100% in my opinion, I think they're pretty comparable. Some people will roast me for that, but I've had both. I've enjoyed both. I think each of them have their places that they shine where the other ones don't. But you know, it's the interior I'm happy with, the infotainment I'm happy with, the interface I'm happy with. Both trucks, I don't think there's any one place that one shines over the other, with the exception of, again, two-wheel drive, or the option to put a Raptor R in two-wheel drive, and of course on the TRX you get a heated steering wheel. It never makes sense to me why one manufacturer can control their supply chain enough to constantly produce vehicles with something as simple as a heated steering wheel and another can't. It's, I guess, planning, lack thereof, whatever you want to call it. But my favorite things about a TRX daily driving it is I think the TRX sounds better, in my opinion, and I'll with the caveat, I think the TRX sounds better because you can hear the supercharger whine any given time you want it to. I think it's I mean, that's why you buy a big old supercharged V8, right? You want to hear that supercharger. I think you know, from the factory, out of the box, you can hear it growl in a TRX. You cannot do that in a Raptor R. You can hear it in very specific rev bands, in the right environment. You can hear it. In the TRX, you can pretty much hear it whenever you want. You can hear it across the power band. You can hear it low RPMs, high RPMs, blah, blah, blah. You can hear it, and it sounds ridiculously amazing. So I would say that is one of my favorite things about a TRX, is the fact that whenever you want to hear it, it's on tap. The power is on tap. Now, the Raptor R certainly is fast. Depending on which article you read, one's faster than the other, but they are pretty comparable trucks. On my video where I made the video that I traded it in, of course there were the fanboys that were like, oh my gosh, we can't believe you did that, we hate you for it, you're going to hell, blah 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 blah. But in the TRX you can do this. You can launch. Now that one was bad. The RPMs, I guess, weren't in the right place. But I'm in a place that's kind of busy and there's traffic behind me. So that being said, that was about all you get. I will stop the video now and find a place where I can do it and not rush it. So stay tuned. That's what happens when you use launch control. Oh, that's the best blooper ever. I'm leaving it in the video. So, launch control. Absolute favorite thing, along with that supercharger whine, in the TRX. And you can do it, my goodness, between my 3 TRXs, I've launched hundreds and hundreds of times, and I've never had an issue. Better knock on something. But my TRX, the Hellcat platform, has been dead reliable. Man, that's not a good word to use, has been absolutely reliable during my ownership. And it just brings a smile to your face. Who cares about miles per gallon? The only thing that matters in a TRX is the smiles per gallon. And you get a lot of them in a TRX. From that whine to launch control. I mean, there's not a lot of vehicles that give me butterflies. Like my Supra does, the RX-7 does, and the TRX does too. And most importantly, it brings a smile to my face. So, you know, this review, or not even a review, this little chat about the TRX is no different than any other of my TRXs. I will say between, you know, I got my first TRX in 2020, I think. I don't even remember now. And my 2022 TRX, the Sandblast Edition, it had, you know, the analog cluster still with the digital middle section. My new one has the full digital dash, and I love it. I think it is a big improvement over the analog. I do think it's the way of the future. My wife's Escalade has the OLED, whatever you want to call it, entire dash for the most part, and I like it. It is an improvement. It's crisp, it's clear, it does not lag. I think it does a good job. I usually leave it set on the map one because I like it. But overall, gosh, I can't get enough of it. I do have to be careful after driving this thing and then go into my wife's car or my wife's Escalade or to one of my other cars, because, you know, this thing obviously brakes way different. This is a massive vehicle. It's a tank. So it does brake different. So I have to find myself being a little bit careful after I get out of this thing and go into another vehicle, because I either want to A, brake too hard, or B, don't brake enough, which isn't good. But, you know, minor problem, right? So overall, still the TRX and the Raptor R, I don't care. I like them all. I'm a big believer and lover of all vehicles, but the Raptor R and the TRX have solidified their absolute place as being a freaking monster of a truck. So if you're on the fence and thinking about buying one, what's stopping you? Because they are a blast. And they hold their value pretty well. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll continue to do some more videos now that my knee's better. Thank you guys. Have a great day.